Hey everyone, it's Sunday. We went shopping.
Boy, howdy ever
Yeah,
did
that's
we go
about
shopping.
that was pretty much all we did is just shopping.
Holy hell.
But it was better. It was better than Friday, I think.
Yeah.
I think we can agree on that. There was no line at the Costco,
God,
but
people were just dickbags.
I can't even imagine what it must be like when there is a line because they were stopping people from going in because of how many people were in there. And today they weren't doing that, and it was just a complete show. Patrick is here first. Dan Wolf is here second.
We had an idea that we were gonna
Oh. Gunter makes his first
Gunter.
show. Yeah, his first appearance of the show.
we were gonna go to Costco and then we were gonna come back to the house, unload stuff, and then go to the normal grocery store.
Yeah.
And we pull up to the house and Keith goes, "Do you wanna go to the grocery like now? Or do you wanna wait a little bit?"
Patrick hosts this as well. Thank you, Patrick.
So I assume that meant that he needed a nap or a break of some kind from peopling.
They're so bad at everything.
They're really bad.
It's so remarkable.
Oh, poor Craig really tried.
They put like arrows on the ground. They're like, please stay 6 feet away from each other. People were leaving more distance between my cart and them than me.
Yeah.
Which is the weirdest thing because the cart completely inert, no big deal. But they'd be like, well, I don't want to run into that cart, and then like cut the corner right next to me. I was like, what are you doing? Oh my God.
I called my mom because she asked me, I asked her if I could bring her anything at her assisted living, and she said Gatorade. And she wanted the blue kind. And so I called her just to double check what flavor she wanted and if it was okay if I got her Gatorade Zero because that was the only kind they had in blue. And she called me back and was like, okay, I got to get off the phone because I got to get out of Costco. I think Keith is going to kill someone.
Trey, thanks for hosting. That was up over there, and he is also shared, and Craig shared just before that. We appreciate that. Melissa has joined the chat. Christina is here. We're growing quickly today. We had to cancel yesterday. We didn't
We have
have
9 people already.
didn't have a quorum yesterday, and it looks like we're well on our way to one today. But yeah, it's shopping is insane. I'm maybe never gonna do that.
Well,
yeah,
we did buy a month's worth of groceries, so theoretically we should not have to do that again for a month.
I hope. Let's see. Craig said first, third, and then said third, fourth. So unfortunately, no points for Craig. Looks like our top 3 are Patrick, Dan Wolf, and Septic, each getting points to start off the show. Let's see. What is I took a nap earlier today and I need another nap already. Yeah, I don't know if I need a nap. I'm just glad. I honestly think of myself as a fairly extroverted person, but not anymore for some reason. Like now I just don't. I was talking to Caitlin because I think that, for Caitlin, when you go, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but like when we go shopping and do these different things, I think it causes a lot of anxiety for you. Is that
Like the Costco did,
okay?
but the normal grocery store not so much because I'm used to doing that more frequently and by myself.
Yeah.
So like a normal grocery store is not so bad. Earlier in the pandemic when things were like a little more cray, I think it caused a little more anxiety.
Yeah, and so I've noticed that I don't have an anxiety problem as far as I can tell.
No.
Because I don't like feel like things are closing in or anxious or like scared or any of those kind are out of control as much as I just start feeling empathetic for serial killers. Like I just want to be like, all of you should die. This is terrible. Oh my God. Just go the one direction, down the one direction, like aisle. It's not that hard.
He would start pointing at the floor when people were trying to like have head-on collisions with him the wrong way down an aisle. He'd be like, "It's the wrong. Like, look at the ground."
Mm-hmm.
Can't.
There was a lady who walked by and I just stared at the arrow on the ground that she was going the opposite way of. And she looked at it like, oh my God, am I stepping in something? Should I be? And still didn't get the fact that she was going the wrong direction. She was just like, oh, is there poop? Is there poop that oh God, am I stepping in something? Why is he looking at the ground? Oh, it's maddening.
He would just like stay at the end of the aisle, and then I would grab stuff and go get him, or like point to the. Our sign language got really good.
Yeah. Oh, it's so bad. Smiles goes to a store that doesn't do the arrow thing. But that's
Specifically.
worse. Like, I want to have some, like, measure of sanity amongst it all. Otherwise, it's just everybody all. It looks like, for some god-awful reason, if you don't have the arrows and the like signs that say 6 feet away from each other, for some reason it turns into a bunch of 6-year-olds playing soccer, and you all just group together and go around the store in one big herd for some reason. It doesn't make any sense.
We took extra time at the grocery store because we were like, oh, you know what? I forgot something a couple aisles back, but it's the other direction. So we got to like go the right way down this aisle so we can get back and go the right way down that aisle.
Yeah. I'm just saying. And that was with very few people in the store. At the times I've gone to the store, I've waited for the person ahead of me in the aisle and just been like, they're looking for a thing. It's fine. You know what? The world's going to be a little bit slower now. It's okay.
No
We
big
don't.
deal.
And I'm hanging out, and the people will like push past me, and I'm like, that's exactly what I'm not doing. The thing that you're doing right now, you don't seem to understand at all. Danny says, I felt that way early on in Vermont, although I was in line one time, and the person literally was less than 3 feet in front of me after her daughter pointed out it wasn't 6 feet, and then took her mask off to talk to someone 6 feet, complaining about how she couldn't breathe in the mask right behind me. And my type 2 diabetes health hazard right now. Yeah, I don't understand how this is hard. Yeah, Home Depot's terrible too.
Okay, Patrick, I hear you. If the aisle's empty, you give no fucks about the arrows. But if you're in the aisle and someone starts going the right way down it, do you then turn your ass around and go the right way?
Yeah. Here's, I'm going to have my hot take here, right? I don't have a problem if you park in a handicapped parking spot until somebody needs that handicapped parking spot. And unless you can predict that, you should probably not park there.
All right, Patrick's a good person.
Okay. As long as you're going down the aisle, you see somebody doing the right thing and you're like, I'm in the wrong here. I'm going to turn my ass around so that you can continue doing the thing you were doing. Then I'm good with you. But that's not what people are doing. They're going front to back and just plowing through. We'd start turning down the aisle and they'd look at us like, what are you doing? Are we playing chicken? And it's like, no, please come on through the wrong way down the aisle. That's fine. This is apparently the world we live in.
That's
now.
what we should do. We should look at them and go, oh, did you want to go the wrong way down this aisle real quick?
No, I'm just going to, from now on, new rules. Anyone comes like within 3 feet of me, I'm just doing this. Just on them. And I'm going to say, tag, you're it. And they're going to be like, why the fuck did you touch me? And then I'll be like, why were you close enough for me to touch you? Think about it. Because there's no way I can tag you from 6 feet away without leaping. And I didn't have to do that. I just casually rubbed you.
I'm going to get a stick.
I'm just going to go, They'll be like, what the hell? And I know, right? You should not be so close that I can do that.
I'm going to get a 6-foot pointy stick with a dead animal on the end of it.
Yeah. I just
Hey,
hey, Brittany, how's it going? Welcome to the show. We're going to do some trivia. We're above the amount of people we need for trivia, but I was just busy bitching about people in stores.
We have 10 people.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, absolutely.
We have 11 people talking.
I'm opening up an Etsy store right now, and it's a 6-foot stick with poo on the end of it. That's what I'm going to sell. and you just walk around with it, and you just like try and touch people. You're like, this is 6 feet. And they're like, oh, God. Oh, what is that, poop? And you're like, yeah, I know, right? You should totally stay away.
Patrick says get 2 carts, walk side by side, and create a moving roadblock.
That's right. Oh, my goodness. The problem is the carts are only like 4 feet long. So then I have to have a 2-foot long stick with poop at the end of it just to keep people away. Ah, this is so terrible. We have to be kind to Keith. Yes, Christina, you need to be kind to me.
That's not what she said.
What?
Read it again.
Oh, we have to be kind, Keith. No. They have to be kind to me. I'm doing the rules. And that means I'm
Okay,
right.
Jimmy. You're okay.
All right. I guess they'd rather breathe through a respirator. Yeah, that could be it. To get carts walk side by side. I like that. Find it useful to cough into my mask. Yeah. I just want a t-shirt that says, I have COVID. It just says it. And then they're like, whoa, what do you do in the store? Like, you're fine if you're 6 feet away. And they're like, wide berth around me. And I'm like, awesome.
I'm going to get a shirt that says Plague Bringer.
Yeah, right? Oh, my goodness. Danny says, my housemate got upset at some point when I was touching my face and had to lecture me about touching my face. So I ended up starting to rub my face and my body all over with my hands and licking my arms. And he went, stop! So I asked him if he knew the last time I washed my hands. And he said, no. And his smile said, a minute. I washed my hands a minute ago. Yeah, that's the important part, the washing of the hands. You can touch your face.
We found...
Yeah. Your hands are clean.
What did we find? We found hand sanitizer.
We found hand sanitizer and the disinfectant wipes. And oh my goodness. So many things are available now.
We
There's
found
toilet
a
paper.
whole basket full of 50% off clearance shampoo and conditioner.
Apparently during the plague, nobody was washing their hair. And so they had to get rid of it. I don't
Very
know.
exciting stuff.
Septic says running in 108 degrees and 75% humidity is not running weather. It wasn't 108 degrees. It was like 98 degrees, but it felt like 108 because of the 75% humidity. Anything is running weather if you're brave enough, I think is really what Septic is saying.
You don't think they let you wear a plague doctor mask at work?
Yeah. No, you should totally do it. Let's do that. All right, let's do some trivia, people.
For the love of God.
I know, right? Everybody say hi to Brittany, by the way. We have
Brittany.
a brand new... Is Brittany still here, or did we scare off Brittany?
Might have scared off Brittany.
Brittany, we're going to go over the rules real quick. You get a point for answering correctly. You have about 60 seconds to do that in the chat after we say this the question. And
After we say the magic word.
yes, if you're the first one to get the answer correct, you get 2 points. You also get points for sharing the show, which I do need to do. I have forgotten to do that. So let's go into Facebook and you will.
Okay, you do that, and I'll keep telling the rules.
All right, tell the.
You get a point if you share the
Oh.
show for every unique share. So sharing it to your timeline, you got a point. Share it to your timeline twice, you don't get 2 points. You only get 1 point. We call that the Emily rule.
Yeah.
You can share it to other groups, though, that you belong to. If you want to share it to an individual person, we suggest that you tag that person in a post in this chat. So you say, Dear Bob Smith, you should come play this. And we'll give you a point for that.
Our good friend Bob Smith. Our favorite of all the Bob Smiths.
Yep. Let's see. You already went over answering a question. That's
You-
the obvious way. If
Also
you answer the question first, you get 2 points.
Also get a point for hosting over on Twitch.
On
So we're doing
Twitch.
this on YouTube and Twitch and Facebook. So you can also get a point by hosting over on Twitch. I think those are mainly the ones, right? Today is a little special. We're going to do a Psychic Sunday. So you can do pre-guesses for each of our questions today. We have 10 questions. If you are able to answer the question before we answer it, then you get a free t-shirt. We'll just send you a t-shirt. You win. You win the entire week with one answer. So while we're saying the rest of this, I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. Everybody with your pre-guesses for question number 1, this is the time to do it.
You didn't go over Karen's.
So yes, a part of our little culture here is a thing called Karens. Karen is when you think that nobody's going to know the correct answer. Sundays, a little bit harder than some of the other days. Then what you do is you shout Karen into the chat. If nobody gets it correct, you get a point. However, it's a bit of a gamble because if someone doesn't get it correct, you lose a point. All right, so time is up for that. And then, yes, Christina is absolutely right. Please do not search for the answer of these. That's not the fun of it. You can cheat off of other people in the chat if you want. We call that boating. But please don't look it up on the internet.
This is not a Googling competition.
We can't stop you from doing it. It just makes you a terrible person. So let's start with question number 1.
Question number 1. Who was the commander of Hitler's Luftwaffe?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. The commander of Hitler's Luftwaffe. How embarrassed do you think the Nazis were when they realized that they named their air force after that thing you scrub your back with? Huh? That had to have been a really embarrassing meeting. When they were like, oh, wait, that's the... Oh, no, that is so bad. Can we change it? No, we already had all the signs made? Okay.
The answers that are coming in now are just...
All right. So he's like, we already painted all the planes with Luftwaffe. Okay. That's shame. With every plane, you also get a loofah, though. That's the nice thing. They throw it in free. All right, we got about 10 seconds left on the clock, so make sure to type your answers in. I think we did officially scare off our new friend. That's so sad. Brittany Hammonds was here, and Brittany Hammonds does not seem to be here anymore. Time is up. Let's go to the chat and see what people answered.
You didn't do the pre-guesses.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, but you didn't read them. Like
Oh, let's do it now. Let's see. We've got some guesses already. Is the leader of the Luftwaffe, the commander of the Luftwaffe, 1933?
No.
112?
No.
All of China?
No.
Bosnia and
Herzegovina?
No.
No.
No. Seussical the musical?
No.
No. 1878, the entire year?
No.
No.
Marmite?
Marmite?
No.
42?
No.
No. All right. Then I think we've gotten into the real answers at this point. We have other answers. So we do have a Karen on here. So the question that we have to answer first is, did anyone get it right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Septic, unfortunately, a minus point for you for this fine day. Nobody got the pre-answers, so we're going to go into the actual answers. It looks like Melissa believes it is the guy who invented The Simpsons.
Matt Groening.
Is that right? Is that no?
I mean, she spelled it wrong, but yes.
And also I believe Futurama, right?
That would be Greening, and she wrote Gurning.
Yeah. Is it Hitler Jr.?
No.
No. We have Goring,
Goering.
Boring Goering, and Goering. By any chance is the answer Goering?
It's Goering.
It is Goering. All right. Is it Gurning?
No.
Are you going to give it to her?
Yes.
All right. 2 points goes to Melissa for being the first one to get it correct, because we're not so picky when it comes to our spelling. And then everybody else who went with Goring.
Goering. So
Gets
any
a point.
vowel with an E after it is
Yeah.
the same thing as having that vowel with an umlaut on top of it.
Oh, all
And
right.
so you add like an
It
to
would be way better if he had put an umlaut. That's way more awesome, I think.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
a lot of times it's harder to put the umlaut on, like when you're typing, so you just put an E afterwards instead.
Oh, that makes no sense to me at all. I don't know why.
Sorry.
It's almost like it's a different language. All right, so let's do the pre-guesses for question
Gonna tell him.
number 2.
I'm not gonna tell him.
Pre-guesses for question number 2. What's that? Tell me what. What aren't you
Darling, I
gonna?
love you.
Oh, all right,
Thanks
excellent.
for going shopping with me today.
No problem.
He got me pizza.
Are there any umlauts in loofah?
No.
No.
Do you know loofah comes from
Loofah.
a plant?
It's like a sponge thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know how it flies, but that's pretty cool. All right, time is up for the pre-guesses. Let's go and hit question number 2.
Did the same person guess China this time as last time?
Quite possibly. Yes. Danny is going all in on China every time. All right, so let's give us. You're gonna say question number 2, or should I?
Sorry, question number 2. In the Matrix movies, what was the name of the home of the humans?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Emily thought that the loofah was actually a weird fruit. I mean, it is.
It looks like a pod,
It's not very
and
tasty.
then you like peel it.
Oh, you peel it.
And the loofah part is on the inside.
So in the Matrix movies, what is the name of the home of the humans? By any chance, is that Pi Do they
No.
live in a pie?
Ooh, pie.
Do they live in
That's
a
what we should have gotten at the grocery store.
Do they live in sulfuric acid?
No.
Do they all live in a naked mole rat?
Do they live in
A
a
naked mole rat.
No.
A naked mole rat. Do they live in the brownie chunk bread pudding I was denied tonight because of delivery radius?
No.
But they probably also don't live in that radius, just so if you feel better about it.
Probably not.
Do they live in petunias?
No.
No. Time's up. Let's go to the chat. Do they live in plate tectonics?
No.
No. Do they all live in China?
No.
Oh, that was probably the best chance. Do they all live inside of John A. Zoidberg?
Ew, no.
Why not both? Why not China and Zoidberg?
No.
No? All right. Time is up. We're waiting for Facebook to catch up as well. Unfortunately, nobody gets the t-shirt this round because none of those answers were correct. Craig likes
I want bread pudding.
You're
Where was
welcome,
this
Craig.
brownie chunk bread pudding?
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
Tell me more.
All right, so we've got a few guesses that are in. We have a bunch of Zions. We have the Techno Cave. Trey says Earth. Septic says, I like Mondays. Well, not many people say that. Middle Earth says Shaggy. But the odds-on favorite seems to be Zion. Is Zion correct?
Yep.
Nice. Patrick gets 2 points for getting that one first. We also have points to Dan, Wolf, Septic, Melissa, Danny, and let's see, Smiles and Emily all get points as well. So we'll put 30 seconds on the clock for pre-guesses. We've got some in already, it looks like. Kloski's in Laurel, Maryland is apparently where the brownie chunk bread pudding is. I'm assuming that the bread is just brownie pieces, so I was excited about it, but then I was denied. That is great.
Oh, bullshit.
You know what I love, Emily, is that you run enough that you can just have bread pudding, chunky brownie stuff. That one day that'll be me, where I run far enough and long enough that I can do that without any issues.
Can we get wings this week?
Sure, I don't see why we couldn't. All right, so time is up for the pre-guesses. Let's move over to question number 3. Oh, let me put this. There we go. Time's up on that. We're going to question number 3.
Question number 3.
Yes.
What song was the Rolling Stones' first #1 hit in the U.S.?
Oh, God, where's Ian when we need him? 60 seconds on the clock. Ian would have this. It's his favorite musician of all time. Oh, man, the one time he's missing.
Damn it, Ian.
Every other time he's just had a different name. By any chances, their #1 hit, their first #1 hit, China? No. Is it Wales?
No,
Is it Pompeii? That's a song.
it's not.
That was a song.
It's not.
It is a song. And it was a hit.
Not the answer.
Was it a preponderance?
No.
Was it Biodome, I assume the movie?
No.
No. Is it Quills?
No.
The Czech Republic, by any chance?
No.
No. Cushing's disease?
Oh, God.
No? That wasn't a big hit?
No.
No. Was their first #1 hit in the U.S. Thunderdome?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. Unfortunately, nobody got the pre-guesses correct, so we're going to move on to the chat because time is up. Emily says, but I'm having Ben & Jerry's half-baked instead. There's nothing wrong with that. All right, we've got some people coming in.
The Buffalo Wing Factory flavor of the month for July is Taco Tuesday.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
That is terrible. That's not a wing flavor. It's
an abomination.
Yeah, that's an abomination. Let's see. Shaggy goes with Paint It Black. Emily says that she's eating Ben & Jerry's half bake, and apparently that's causing satisfaction. Melissa also says satisfaction. Danny says that she can't get no satisfaction. Let's see. Emily says, nope. I heard a really bad pun yesterday where the punchline was the Czech Republic and it was in my hat. It was in your hat. Head. Later she corrected it as head. Won't you be my neighbor? Is that correct?
No.
No. Did they write the theme for Mr. Rogers? I wasn't aware of that. No. Jumping Jack Flash. And those are all of our unique answers that we've got. So what is the correct answer?
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction. Looks like Melissa's the first to get that right with 2 points. Danny can't get no satisfaction, so no points for her. Trey gets it. No, is that? Oh, you're gonna take that. She literally said she can't get it.
That's fine.
She can't get it, so no points for her, right?
No, that's fine.
Oh. Patrick gets it. And it looks like Emily and Dan Wolf all getting points that round. So 30 seconds on the clock for your pre-answers for question number 4.
So, how was everyone's fireworks nonsense last night? The fireworks around here, including the really illegal ones, were going off until 1 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Nah, it's once a year.
Is it?
Yes. Everybody should be arrested every other day of the year.
Except in West Virginia.
Right. But the one day a year, I'm all right.
I literally was sitting in my office like, man, I didn't know that Herndon or Reston were doing like their professional show this year. And then I realized they weren't.
Let's see. Half Bake is literally the best thing ever, says Craig. Septic says, oh my God, my Twitch crashed. I said, paint it black of the bat.
Off the bat.
Oh, off the bat. Unfortunately it was not painted black, but that is a very good tune. That's for sure. All right. Time is up for our pre-guesses. I'm having to be quiet now, giggling. My friend is having a gentleman caller. Oh, you should giggle more and just make them feel insecure. Like anytime they're like, you're like, and they're like, this is so hard to make love while being giggled at. What? Yes? What? What are we doing?
I'm just reading things.
Oh, okay. Time's up for our pre-guesses. Let's go to question number 4.
Question number 4. What name is given to the study and practice of the rules of classification of living and extinct organisms?
Well, you're in luck. We've already got some answers. Right off the bat, people have jumped in. Shaggy says he likes Devo's version of Satisfaction better. That's fair. Trey wants to know, is the study and practice of the rules of classification living and extinct organisms preposition?
No, you missed one, though. 2 above that.
Was it done by Picasso?
No.
No. Is it only done in China?
No.
Is it Barney Rubble's
No.
profession? Are there 34 of them?
No.
No. All right. Craig says coincidentally fireworks were also going off by me until 1 a.m.
You're cheating, Craig.
Pat and I were making consistent comments to each other about them as if we were in the military. Oh, all right. They started here around 11 p.m. and went on until almost 2 a.m. Oh. Melissa says started at 8, went to 2 a.m. in Falls Church. Emily and I were taking artillery fire from all sides. Nice. Did you dive behind couches and stuff? That would make it even better. By any chance, is the classification of living and extinct organisms liverwurst?
No.
Is it Pauly Shore?
No.
No. Is it a stalactite?
No.
It isn't. Is it a sandwich?
No.
Do you eat a sandwich while you're doing it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Danny says we had some fireworks last night, but Vermont does not allow the real fireworks in the hands of civilians. We don't either.
Yeah, neither do we.
That's the same thing. Except apparently in Vermont, they're like, well, then we should probably not do it. And in Virginia, they're like, F you, we're doing whatever we want. We're going to take our illegal fireworks and go down the wrong direction of aisles in the supermarket. Let's see. The guy next door to the pool had professional fireworks last night. All right. I'm pretty sure folks were setting off mortars from Ariake at the end of my block. Super close. Okay, so that's a restaurant right near you.
They were doing it 2 doors down from my fucking house.
Yeah, that is a fact. All right, so we're waiting for Facebook to catch up as it has. Danny says, I have my noise canceling machine on and a fan. I don't think there's such a thing as a noise canceling machine. What you're doing is just drowning them out with other noise.
Oh, Septic, you shut it.
Uh,
Septic said, I had quite a good night's sleep over here.
yeah, I bet you did. You know what? I hope you didn't have any nightmares about the amount of tea that we ruined.
Oh, this is read Craig's thing. He posted this on Facebook and made me very happy.
At 10:30, a crazy lady a few doors down started screaming into the night for people to stop setting off fireworks. More afraid of her than the explosions. Yeah, no, I get that. All right. Looks like there's a lot of people saying
I did a miserable job on these questions.
taxonomy is the guess. Shaggy went with President of the United States. So an archaeologist says septic. Trey says not to be confused with taxidermy. Let's see. Now we were out by the fire. Oh, okay. So you were outside, and then you were using radios. You should have had CB radios or something, walkie-talkies, and be like, fall back, we're taking fire. Shaggy had a nightmare about getting shot last night. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. So is the correct answer taxonomy?
Yes.
It is.
Sorry I sucked at questions tonight, guys.
I mean, apparently they're good. People are being able to answer them. Then
That's
nothing
not
wrong
very
with that.
good for Sunday.
Yeah. But Patrick got the 2 points. Everybody else gets 1 point on that one. Nobody got the pre-guesses, but 30 seconds on the clock to get your pre-guess in for question number
Sunday.
5. Second Sunday.
Just whisper.
So on Twitch, there is an ASMR like category, and
Is
we
it
should
really?
totally do that at some point. We should do like ASMR Saturdays or something, and we just do ASMR trivia, and then we go on to Twitch with that. I think that would be hilarious.
One of my favorite ASMR artists is on Twitch now doing video games
Really?
as her side hustle.
But is she doing ASMR video games?
Yeah.
Really? So she's doing a video game and she's like, now I'm going to open up this trunk and just see what kind of treasures are inside there.
Point and click games would be good for ASMR.
If I just got it, I have to try and
I feel like first person shooters would be miserable for ASMR.
Oh my God, where'd that guy come from? Oh my God, is he on the second floor?
Taking fire.
Guys, he's on the second floor.
Mayday.
He said, somebody come heal me.
Mayday.
Fuck, I was shot in the head. Okay.
I'm hit.
Guys, I need somebody needs to heal me.
Guys, I'm hit. Guys, I'm being penned in.
This would be great.
Somebody help.
Oh God, the monsters are eating my face. Oh God, why are they eating my face? All right, time is up for pre-guesses. Let's see. We
Damn it, Craig.
What? Boobies again? That's what he's going for. Let's go to question number 5.
Question number 5. With which group is Sid Vicious associated?
This one's gonna be easy.
They're all easy, apparently.
Yeah.
I suck at this today.
All right. So, by any chance, was he part of the supergroup Clark Gable?
No.
All right. Danny says, I'm not sure if we can get to the places with fireworks right now. We had a governor's order about quarantine. So if we left the state of Vermont and came back, so depending on the COVID rates in other counties, not sure if people were leaving for fireworks in New Hampshire. Let's see. It's Monday here, so you're all good, says Septic. I was calling the position herd. I knew battery herd heading 185. Septic says, by any chance, is Sid Vicious part of the rock group 56?
No.
Trey wants to know if they're part of the jazz group Precipitation.
That would be a bitchin' jazz group.
Mhm.
No.
The new wave group China.
No.
How about the indie rock group Baby Beluga?
No.
No. Emily was just yelling, "Cover! Take cover!" And we're taking fire really loud and texting my mom my coordinates and movements. Let's see.
Texting your mom?
Right? By any chance, was Sid Vicious associated with the EDM group 5318008?
Or Boobies on a Calculator?
Yeah. Well, that's their first album.
No.
Style
point, though.
By any chance, were they part of the punk group Syphilis?
No.
No. Okay. By any chance, were they part of the ska group Prepubescent Penguins?
No.
No. Have you heard of any of these groups? They're very good.
No.
All of them.
I'm sure they're. I like that you attach genres to them.
They were pretty good genres, right?
Agreed.
I feel like I nailed it.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
Keith is very good at the Who Sings This Song game. We play it in the grocery. Not in the Costco, because the Costco is where souls go to die.
There's no music there.
But in the grocery.
Just the beautiful melody of people's souls dying. Ian's here! Oh, you missed it, Ian!
Dead in
God damn it! Oh, we had a Rolling Stones question, and you missed it. Oh, it was so great.
It was for you.
Yeah. Let's see. So nobody got the pre-guess correct. Shannon McClure is here. McClure Racy is here. Hello, Shannon. Say hello. We'll see if they actually write to us or not. Let's see. Shaggy says the Misfits. Emily says the Ramones. So let's see. Smile says the Sex Pistols. Septic says Metallica. Craig says Insane Clown Posse.
Style point.
Diana says I heart you, Caitlin. Why do you heart her? What? I don't.
Because I was saying I sucked at questions today.
Aww.
And Smiles felt I needed some support. You dick.
Trey says then he'd be Sid Ramone. The Ramones, because the Ramone brothers. Ian says, "Oh wait, never mind the Bullocks. Here come the Sex Pistols."
Too late.
And Smile says, "Great, but Keith."
Great bit, Keith.
Oh, okay. I thought she was talking about my butt. Great butt,
You have a
Keith.
great butt.
Yeah. All right, so those are all the answers.
Septic didn't know who Sid Vicious was.
I'm a little concerned, Septic. This is something that you should be knowing. Like, yeah, I'm disappointed in you, brother. We need you to step up for your country and know this. Yeah, Septic, just you need to go look up God Save the Queen and listen to yourself. Go pick out some Sex Pistols and listen, because the answer is the Sex Pistols.
It is the Sex Pistols.
Yep. Unfortunately, not the Mystics, not the Misfits, not the Ramones. It
Not
is
Metallica.
Yeah, it is the Sex Pistols, the UK punk band known as the Sex Pistols. Smiles gets the 2 points for that one. Melissa and Danny and Trey all get points, and Ian, I think, also gets a point there.
No.
What?
He answered twice.
Oh, did he? What did he start off with?
First answer.
Oh, the Bullocks. Never mind the Bullocks. Here comes the Sex Pistols. Yeah, unfortunately, we have to take your first answer, and that is incorrect. 30 seconds on the clock for your pre-answers.
Welcome to Psychic Saturday, Ian.
Yes, we're doing we're doing the pre-guesses for Sunday.
And now I start whispering again.
Are we going to do that again?
Yeah.
Why? I thought that's Saturday. I thought we
We're
were
just
doing...
practicing.
I thought we were doing Saturdays where we do the ASMR.
Sexy Saturday.
Yeah, is that what it is? I wasn't sure.
Soothing Saturday.
Soothing Saturday. All right, time is up there. Let's go to the main. Let's see. Ian will say, I will argue that Syphilis is a Sex Pistol. It's not a Sex Pistol. That's ridiculous, Ian. It is the ammo for a Sex Pistol. Smile says, hi, Shannon. Shannon, I think, may have disappeared already. We may have scared her away already. It's not hard for us to do. Unfortunately, we're very good at that. So, all right. So let's go over to question.
Yeah, we're just trying to practice for what Saturday is going to be next week. Ian.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Today's Psychic Sunday.
Delilah's voice. Why is it my Delilah voice? Oh, that's right, because that's Delilah After Dark or something. That's right. I remember it now.
Patrick has a style point for his pre-guess.
Ian just screamed into the void for some reason. I'm not sure why that happened.
Because he missed the
Sex
Rolling
Pistols?
Stones question.
Oh, is that why? Let's see. I'm finding it amusing that he was in the Flowers of Romance with that name. Let's see. I am the Antichrist. That I am the anarchist. Yep, there you go. Lines from that. So let's see. Does Septic say he's going to go and make good on this?
He doesn't.
No. We should probably not let him answer anymore until he goes and takes care of this. All right, question
Next question.
number 6, right?
Who was the leader of the Greeks in the Trojan War?
Ooh, all right.
You have to spell it right. Just kidding.
All right. Was the leader of the Greeks the country of China?
No.
Was it Ansel Adams, the great photographer?
No.
No. Was it the number 357?
Oh, like in that show where numbers have legs and arms and they talk to people?
Yeah.
No.
Or did they have 357 leaders?
No.
No. Was it just 3/4 of a leader?
No. Maybe
Was
by the end.
Were they led by the element of chromium?
No.
No. Were they led by Morgan Freeman?
Should have been.
I mean, he's basically God, right? We've all agreed
And
on
the
that.
president at
Yeah.
the same time.
So he's God president, so it seems like it's likely. Were they led by Barbara Bush?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, they were. Were they led by someone who is preposterous?
I mean,
Yeah, what?
maybe.
Maybe? Were they led by a strange woman lying in ponds distributing swords?
That one made me happy.
That is a different country, I think, that was led at that point. Time is up. We're going to the chat. Danny went with the pre-guess of China and then the actual guess of China.
I'm a little confused by Danny.
Right?
Our house smells like chicken soup right now.
It looks like maybe that was a typing the answer a second time. Not sure why that happened. You need to give some Ouija leeway on psychic answers.
No, I don't.
What? No? Why not?
I don't do anything.
I feel like if you're really psychic, you would know. All right, so let's go to 30 seconds for our pre-answers while we go over the actual answers. Looks like Emily has sent you some screenshots of texts with her mom. She wasn't getting the joke. Oh, that's very sad. Trey started with Agamemnon. Shaggy says Marcus Aurelius. Dan Wolf goes with Trojan Man, who is the protector of all Sex Pistols. Septic says the Miscles?
Mysticles. Will you
Mysticles.
scroll up a little bit?
I believe Mysticles might be from Cats.
Keep going. Keep
Going?
going.
All right.
Here. Yeah, Danny, you just entered China twice, and one of the Chinas you entered was after time was up. So that's why we were confused.
That's what happened. But she also guessed Agamemnon, which
Yeah.
I think was what she really meant to guess. Craig says it was Biggest Dickus. Is that right?
No, but it gets a style point.
At some point it might be China, just saying. Could be. Orestes.
Trojan Man also gets a style
I didn't
point.
do the times up over here. Sorry about that. Let's see. Ian token for Craig. Oh, that's good. Bunch of Agamemnons. All right. I think those are all of them. So, what is the correct answer?
Agamemnon.
All right. Agamemnon's the correct answer. Looked like first person with that was Trey. 2 points to him. And we've got some pre-guesses. I feel like the time was already up for that. So let's go to question number 7.
Question number 7. A female cat is called a Molly. After she becomes a mother, what is she called?
Well, you're in luck because we have some guesses already.
So we should call Cat Blue a Molly.
A Molly.
Because she's never had bow bows.
That is true. All right. It looks like let's see. By any chance, do you call the cat the castle?
No.
Do you call the cat precarious? I mean, sometimes I think you do,
Yeah.
depending where it's standing.
Sometimes.
Do you call the cat King George the Fourth?
No.
No. Do you call the cat They Might Be Giants?
No.
Does the cat poop?
Yes.
Because everybody poops. Is that what you
I
call
have
it?
that book.
Do you call the cat that?
No.
Here, everybody poops. Come here, everybody poops. Do you call the cat Absinthe?
No.
No. Do you call the cat Karma Sutra?
No.
Oh, God. A bitch.
No.
Jeez.
That's for dogs.
Moogie.
No. Is that your word?
I don't know. I think we're into the real answers now. Let's go to the chat because time is up.
Oh my God.
What?
Some of these answers.
Some of these answers are crazy. All right, so we're waiting for Facebook to catch up, but it looks like Emily says MDMA because that's what you call Molly sometimes. Trey says meow me. Get it? Because it's mommy
No, I get
and
it.
meow, and you just put them together. What? It's a portmanteau.
Okay.
A dame.
No.
You don't call it a dame? Putty tat.
No.
Queen.
Yes.
Ah, Danny got it right. It is a queen. Ian says that he can't answer right now. So you're saying that it's not Grisabella?
No.
No. All right. Let's put 30 seconds on the clock for our pre-answers, everybody. For question number 8. Question number 8.
Mhm.
For question number 8, pre-answers. Looks like just one person got it right. Danny gets the 2 points for that particular one. And we've got our pre-answers cycling in. About 10 seconds left for our pre-answers. Stop picking the outside of your nose.
I'm trying to turn my ring.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I want a ring instead of a stud.
Oh, I see. All right. Time's up. Let's wait for Facebook to catch up over here, and then we will throw people into the actual answers. And then we'll do our question number 8. Let's find out what that is. Da, 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 da. Facebook being a little slow today. By the way, if you want the advantage of speed, you may want to catch us on Twitch because it's faster over there. So think about that. And then you can also follow Caitlin as she does some, look at that, some videos of her own. She does streaming of video games, Princess Fussy Pants on Twitch. Right there. Look, it's on Twitch. That's why it says Twitch. And then Princess Fussy Pants over there. I'm trying to help you, for God's sakes. All right. Question number 8.
Question number 8. Sputnik 2 was launched into space in 1957. What was the name of the dog that was on board?
Great news.
Little doggy.
Yeah. Is the name of the dog Nobody Poops But You?
No.
No, that's not correct. Was the dog a Presbyterian?
No.
Was the name of the dog China?
No.
The wrestler?
No.
Was there 4 dogs?
No.
No. Was the dog's name Iceberg?
No.
Tweety Bird?
No.
Chicane?
No.
That'd be a good dog's name. Good old Chicane. Was the dog's named Oregon?
No.
No. How about the Fire Festival?
No.
That is, Fire Festival is actually another name, should be the new name of the book that everybody poops, because that's what that was. The Ministry of Silly Walks, is that where the dog was from?
No.
No, unfortunately, no one got it this time. 5 seconds left on the clock. 2, 1. Going over to the chat. We'll wait for Facebook to catch up, but it looks like there's a lot of people on board here with, for some reason, people are really into potato pancakes, and I don't understand why.
Because they're fucking delicious.
Yeah, that's weird. We were talking about a dog, and everybody here seems to be talking about potato
My dad
pancakes.
told me about a recipe for a potato roasty that he saw in the newspaper like 5 times.
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to get me to make him potato roasty.
That might be a type of dog. Potato roasty.
It's the same thing as latkes, basically.
Time is up over on Facebook as well. We don't have any Karens. What is the correct answer?
Leica.
Leica. Oh, so that's not Ladka. Oh, that's totally different. Lacey
But
was
I like Shaggy's answer too.
Lacey was not correct. Spotnik was also not correct.
Yeah.
The-
Comet Space Puppy is not correct.
No, unfortunately.
But those both get style points.
Also, Beethoven, different movie altogether.
Totally different.
Probably wouldn't have fit in the Sputnik, too. All right. Leica and the Cosmonauts is a great band. You should check them out. I don't know if I believe him or not. That's the tricky bit. Not sure. All right, we've got our pre-guesses coming in. 30 seconds for the pre-guesses for our second to last question. The one right before the end of the show. We've only got 2 questions left for the entire season for you to get points to win your very own Another Wasted Hour t-shirt. Here it is. This is a special edition. It doesn't have any printing on it whatsoever. Look at that. It's completely clean. Instead, what they did is we put the print on the back of the... So people see you as you're leaving, they see it. It's very different than the other ones. It's less comfortable because it kind of cuts into your neck a little bit. But that is, so that's the brand new version that we'll be giving away. Time is up. Let's make sure that Facebook is catching up here, and we will be able to move on to question number second to the last. The penguin question. All right, all of our pre-answers are in. Let's go to question number 9, the question before question number 10, which is our last question.
Question number 9. What country consumes the most meat per capita?
All right, there you go. That's pretty straightforward. Luckily, we have some answers already in. By any chance, is the name of that country Precognition?
No.
Oh. Is it Pinot Noir?
No.
The great country of Pinot Noir. How about Liechtenstein, which is a country? Oh!
No.
Oh, man. Is it China? Oh, that's a bunch of people, and it's a country, and is it correct?
No.
Oh,
They eat a lot of vegetables in China.
Damn. Is it the lost country of Sanskrit?
No.
Is it the country of Scissor Sisters?
No.
Which I believe is on the island of Lesbos. No. Is it the country of Semicolon?
No.
Is it the country of Penultimate?
No.
No. Danny says it looks like you just showed us the back of the t-shirt. Nah, that is a special. This is a special edition t-shirt. There's only one of them where the printing is on the back of the t-shirt. So I would stop making it seem like this isn't a rare version of our t-shirt. All right. Is the country of skid marks?
No.
Which is, I think, right next to Denmark's.
No.
No. Oh,
You
is it
missed
what?
one. Oh, Ian pre-guessed twice.
Ian pre-guessed penguins?
Yeah.
Yeah. We took his first one.
Yeah.
Semicolon. Semicolon.
Semicolon.
Semicolon. 10 seconds left on the clock. Get your answers in, and we will move to the chat here shortly. We're coming towards the end of the show, everybody, and we skipped 2 episodes this season, which is a little concerning. Remember, I feel like if we do 3 in a season that we skip, that's probably like...
Pretty much it.
Yeah, I feel like that's time to move on. And so time's up. We've gone to the chat. We've also determined that if everybody who could get a t-shirt has gotten a t-shirt, that's also the end of it. Because we're not growing at that point. As much as we like everyone here, if everybody has won already. All right, so time is up. Let's take a look. Diana Smiles came in with Alexander Graham Bell just after time was up for the pre-guesses, but it doesn't matter because it was not correct. It looks like we've got a few people saying Argentina. USA seems to be very popular. Shaggy went with China as the full answer. Ian went with Turkey because it's named after a meat, I'm assuming. Danny went with a Karen. So we have a Karen on board, and the question is, did anyone get it correct?
Nope.
What? No one got it correct? Oh, a successful Karen on a Psychic Saturday. Who didn't? That somebody should have guessed Karen as a psychic. I don't think we could actually do that, but nobody's thought to do it. So Karen, 1 point for Danny because of the Karen. Nobody else went with the Karen, and nobody else got it right. What is the correct answer?
Australia.
Australia. All right. My mom is here, everybody.
Hi,
Everyone say
Fran.
hi to Fran. That is my mom. We're putting 30 seconds on the clock for your psychic guesses for the next question. Oh, I wanted to not do that. I want to stay on the chat here. All right, so you have 20 seconds now to get your pre-guesses in. I have a Psychic Sunday here where if you guess the correct answer before we read the question, you win a t-shirt right off the bat. There you go. See, look, Mom, you're famous. Everybody likes you. All right, time is up. We're going to go over to the new scene here and wait for it to switch over on Facebook. Let's see. We've got some pre-answers coming in. This is good. This should be interesting. Dan Wolf just said Keith's mom. Is that your pre-guess, Dan Wolf? Is that what you're going with? I think he's hoping that perhaps I have a trivia question about my own mother, which seems like a long shot, but it is Sunday. Some of the questions are going to be a little harder, so that could be possible. All right, so time's up for the pre-guesses. Let's move on to question number 10 and finish up this season of live trivia. Question number 10 is...
Question number 10. From what plant is the heart drug digitalis obtained?
All right. Well, we've got some guesses already. Ian believes... Oh, he has a guess for the theme for the night, which is bestiality, which is not a theme. Not the theme because this is not a theme night. And probably wouldn't be the theme anyway.
God, your mom really did not get that joke, Emily.
Danny goes with China. Is that the plant?
That's not it.
No. Maybe, is it 62 different plants?
No.
Is it prevaricate?
No.
Is that an answer? Is that correct? Did I say it right?
Prevaricate.
Prevaricate?
A word. Yeah.
Okay. Is it the rapture?
No.
A lot of people don't know this. There used to be a plant called the rapture, but there aren't any anymore. So it's not around. They all disappeared at once. Mr. Spock. The Mr. Spock flower, I assume. Is it from the plant photosynthesis?
No.
No, it isn't. Is it from the plant where tiara fairies get their tiaras?
No.
No. All right. Is it from Cucamonga?
No.
No? All right. Is it from Thomas Marvella Riddle?
No.
I guess they would just distill him down. 20 seconds left on the clock. Unfortunately, no one gets the pre-answer correct, but we'll see if anybody gets some actual points. This is the end of the week, everybody. We're going to start a brand new season tomorrow. We'll have a matchup Monday, and the questions will get much easier. We'll announce
will they?
Yes, probably. It'll just be like, name a number, any number. Just write a number in the chat.
Might be some multiple choice ones.
Yeah, it might need to be that way. All right, so we're waiting for Facebook to catch up, and we've got some interesting answers here. Let's see. Looks like Yarrow, Foxglove, Nightshade, Poppies, hemlock, the Pfizer tree, the great Pfizer tree where you just go and get drugs, agave,
Style pointy end.
fox socks, which is, I assume, just a fox in socks. Fox glove flower would make very pretty hats for fairies, actually. Threve.
You said enter any number.
Oh, Threve is the J. It's not going well for them. All right, so let's see. It looks like the most popular one is foxglove. Is foxglove correct?
Yep.
It is. All right. Melissa gets the 2 points for that one. We've spread out the 2 points for a bunch of different folks today. Anybody who said foxgloves in the time allotted gets a point there. Let's see. Trey says, I was thinking of the immortal words of Socrates, who said, I drink what?
Socrates.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, that's how they say it in the movie.
Yeah.
Right? Socrates.
Socrates.
All right. I think it's from that, right? Is that a quote from that movie, or is that from a stand-up thing? I was thinking of Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I'm pretty sure they say it's Socrates.
They definitely say Socrates, but do they say I drank what? Or is that
sounds like Bill and Ted.
Or is that from it might be like a Steve Martin stand-up or something like that. All right, so let's move on. We have to tally up our shares now and find out what our final scores are. So let's hit our main scene here and see what people get points. Trey, Craig, and Emily each shared on Facebook, so they each get a point.
Trey just explained to you how to pronounce Socrates, by the way. Whoosh.
Oh, it's Real Genius. Okay, does I drank what? Okay. For some reason I thought it was Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure, and they call him Socrates in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. So I thought that quote was from there for some reason. But yeah, Socrates.
It's obviously the actual way that you say that.
So there you go. Trey, Craig, and Emily. Did you get those points?
Trey.
Mm-hmm.
Emily. Craig.
Gotcha. Yes, in Real Genius, they do Socrates, right? Or they do. Oh no, in Real Genius they do Socrates. In Bill and Ted's they do Socrates. I just thought that quote was from Bill and Ted's for some reason. All right, let's check out our hosts and see what is happening there. Where did I put my? There it is. Host checks. Princess Fussy Pants is hosting it. Point for you. The Shaggy Freak is hosting it. Point for Shaggy. Old Guy Gaming Time, who's not here, but hosting it as well. You can check him out. He does some game streaming. Septic _ Scope is hosting it. T Gruel also hosting. PJ Maloney 2012-6 also hosting. So those are all the points. Did you get them all?
Yes.
I think that's everything, everybody. Unfortunately, nobody was psychic today, so we're not giving away the special edition t-shirt. But somebody's going to win the night, and you get an acceptance speech, and you get to choose the color for Monday's show. That's the start of a brand new season. Who's our winner for tonight?
It is Patrick.
Patrick! All right. Congratulations, Patrick. Throw your acceptance speech in the chat. Let us know what color you want the studio for Monday. While you're doing that, let's go over just the business. Let's go over the business. Including this, we also have a podcast called Another Wasted Hour, which is probably going to get started up here again once things start opening up. So go check it out. Right now, you can catch up with all the 140 episodes that are already out there that are free, that are just sitting there. But when we start making more, you'll have to catch up with those because it happens every single week. Well, pretty much every single week. And it's free. It's got trivia. It's got comedy. There's some crazy news from around the internet of ridiculous things that have happened. And you'll be exposed to artists and musicians from the DC area. Very talented people that you probably would not have heard of otherwise. So go check it out. It's available on Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. Anywhere that you would go to get a podcast, you can probably search for Another Wasted Hour and find our podcast. And that includes going to Facebook and looking up posts there. YouTube has it, and you can even go to listen.anotherwastedhour.com if you don't want to apply, if you don't want to like subscribe or sign up for anything at all. You can just download them from there. So go check that out. We do this every night at 7 o'clock. Sometimes we're a little early, sometimes we're a little late. So you'll want to subscribe or follow us either on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, and make sure you turn on those notifications because that'll tell you when we go live so that you can get here for question number 1. And remember, if by 7:15 we don't have 10 people, we don't have a quorum, we're shutting it down. And so if we do, we're going to post up on our social media and let you know that things aren't happening that day, or if we're running particularly late. So go like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Another Wasted Hour, and on Twitter we are A Wasted Hour, so follow us there as well. We also have a group called The Wasted Group on Facebook where we talk about the show and get some ideas and things of what we're going to do. So definitely come and hang out with us. And if the show changes, that might be where we decide how it's going to change. I think those are all the things, right? Let's see, does PJ Patrick have his...
Yes. Thank you. Big thanks again to Keith and Caitlin for doing this every night and keeping us sane.
Yeah, absolutely.
His preferred color is Kelly green.
Which is Irish green, which you are Irish, so you'll get to pick that one out.
Okay.
Because
you are colorblind. So
that is true. And French. So that is it. That's the show, everybody. Congratulations for making it through another season, because that is also the season. We'll start season, what is it, 15?
15. Season
15. We started this a few weeks before we started calling them seasons. So that means we're probably at like 17 weeks or something like that. That's pretty crazy. So we will be back here at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Until then, everybody stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy. If you go out, take your precautions, especially in the U.S. We are seeing a ramp up in infection rates. We don't want you to be one of them. So stay 6 feet away from people. If you can't do that, wear your mask. You don't have to wear your mask while you're jogging in the woods or anything like that. Let's not be crazy. But if you're going to be in a situation where there's going to be people closer than 6 feet and you don't know if they are being cautious or not, you probably want to wear a mask to be careful. If you're touching things other people touch, although that is not the primary way that it is passed, it is best not to touch your face until you've washed your damn hands. That's how you do it. That keeps you the safest possible.
For 20 seconds.
Yeah. If you do those things, you're going to be pretty safe, honestly. So think about it. It's very little stuff to keep yourself safe from something that could be pretty dangerous. And there's great news. I mean, from things that the CDC is putting out there, it looks like the actual like predicted death rates are going down, which is good. So hopefully it's not as serious as it initially was, but we'll see. I mean, all of that is stuff, them trying to predict things that are pretty unpredictable. So just take care of yourselves and be careful. For all the people that are out there being essential workers, the cashiers and delivery folks, the healthcare workers, the truck drivers, the mechanics, all the people that have to go to work so that we can stay home and stay safe, thank you. We know that that's a sacrifice that you are making. Even if you may not have had the option not to make it, we still recognize it. So we appreciate what you're doing. And if you are out there and you're not one of the essential workers, treat them well, right? They're doing this because they either have chosen to do it or they have to do it to make ends meet. Just give them a little, extra kindness because it sucks. I think those are all the things. What is the last word of the night?
Penultimate. You can't stop me. I'm making it the word of the night. The night word is penultimate. Suck on that, center.
All right. So you've heard it here, everybody. Since this is the end of the season and we don't know if the next season is going to be the last season, this might have been the second to last season. Good night, everybody. Take care.
Penultimate.